Hello. How are you doing? Hi, Rexy. Hi, everyone. I hope you're doing good today. Hi, Sonic. I've sort of forgotten how to stream. It's been so long. It took me this long just to get started. How have you guys been in my absence? I hope you've been good. Doing well. Mm-hmm. You missed the voice so much. Nah, there's nothing to miss here. It's just terrible. You signed back for your final year of college? Nice, Sonic. That's, I assume starting in like a month? Or actually, I don't actually know what your schedules are like where you're from. But like the courses usually start, like in a month from now. Over here. Yeah, September 9th. So it's the same. You've been lonely, Rexy. Oh, I'm sorry. I showed up at your fate. Oh yeah. I saved your life. You were like literally an inch from death. When I showed up and I was like, oh, I gotta save him. Got a benediction. Yeah, you were running around like a headless chicken. Silly. You should know to be more careful. You gotta be careful. Yeah, I don't remember how to do the stream thing. I'm like looking around, I'm like, I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. My brain is just all over the place. You just wanted your Atma rocks. That's understandable. It's kind of hard, you know, to do the A Realm Reborn relics. So it's tough. It's really tough. It takes a lot of mental energy to just deal with the boredom. You know, it's not easy. I did see you know, I think at the time Sophie was streaming Final Fantasy, so I was watching her do A Realm Reborn. Hey yo, boss music, let's go. I was watching her do A Realm Reborn, and I think I saw her tweet like yesterday how she's like really excited. She finished A Realm Reborn and now she can finally start Heaven's Sword, and I'm like, girl, no, you gotta deal with the really crappy stuff now. The patch content between A Realm Reborn and Heaven's Sword. Thankfully most of that is like, you know, squished. And you do get Shiva. So, you know, that's like progress. Shiva's cool. Get it? Cool. Recommended doing Alexander Savage. It's super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Don't worry. If you like do Gordius, it's like takes 2 minutes at most. Solo. So like no problem. People were doing Gordius back in my day, you know? It was easy. Like back when Creator was around, you know? It was the newest one. Shiva that you're used to as a physical attacker. SMT Brain Rot is real. What's SMT? I don't know what that is. It should be soloable, yeah, Rexy. It should be really easy. Don't worry. It will be no problem. It was nearly soloable back then. It's even more soloable now. Shin Megami Tensei? The thing Persona is a spin-off of? Oh. I never even played Persona, let alone the original. If it wasn't solo boy, you would ask me to carry. Ah, you'll be fine. Don't worry. I love this the Penacony music. You know, it's sad though, we're leaving Penacony now, right? We're going back to the Laofu. You know, no more Penacony business. It breaks my heart. And we don't have Acheron, and we don't have Firefly anymore. There's no more dreams. I'm sure we'll go back there eventually. Need to use your warrior while doing it. You're only level 53 warrior, need to level it up. I can't remember. Maybe you're right. I think you need to be holding the weapon when you leave the instance, yeah. If it's the one. Some of them are like that, some of them are not, so it's hard to remember. Oh, we're in church, guys. You gotta shh. We're in church. Shh, shh. It's okay. Your bard is 17, and the enemy you need to be holding the weapon. What do I think of Yunli? I think Yunli is awesome. I tried rolling for her to see if I can get her early, but I didn't. So I'm gonna wait until I get Fen Zhao instead. Because Fen Zhao looks awesome. Let me. You pulled and got nothing either. Yeah. It's you know, unfortunate. Can't always be lucky, you know. Your funds are dry from Huahua? You rolled for Huahua? She do be cute. You want Fei Zhao more? Same. It's just hard to resist a small girl with giant sword, you know? It's a pretty cool look. Let me bring up the game here. Here we are. In game. You got her and now your Argenti went from doing 101k to 300? How did Huahua make him do that much more? That's crazy. Firefly, yeah. She do be pretty cool. I did try her out in the preview. Her ult attack buff go better? It doesn't really feel... I've had her a long time. I've never really felt it was that crazy much damage, you know? Yeah, Yunli's pretty cool. I like her. Go beat up this thing. Well, attack buff benefits Firefly a lot. Does it? I like her style. Yunli. Countering things. With giant sword. And she does surprising damage. Rude. Mm-mm. Does she just counter from... What? Did Yeonli just counter from thingy? Or does she just do it automatically? Well, that was just rude, though. They do like to do follow-up attack stuff lately, you know? Yeah, I gotta do this quest. And then get started on this stuff. Mm-mm. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. As you can tell, I've been playing the game a lot. Yeah, I did some rolls onto this banner. But I haven't really gotten any. Hi, Zoe! Hello, 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 hello. Hello. How are you doing today? Are you doing well? Have you slept enough? Are you sleeping enough? Are you getting enough water? You did 45 on this banner and got nothing? Yeah, I have a similar story. I could throw these 5 on. Do you want me to throw these 5 on? You slept enough? Water? Maybe. You make sure you get enough water, okay? No, don't throw the 5 on. Oh, I do have one of these though. Do not pull. I'm not okay. I won't. You might end up getting it. True. Look, it's mommy. It's mommy. Oh, you're not mommy. You did and you're happy you lost the 50-50? I haven't even gotten like to a 5-star. So I haven't. It's Baldy. Baldy? How is that Baldy? Need to head back to the express to start the quest, I think. Let me change back to English. For the old it wasn't on this banner, but you wouldn't push it. I am trying to get Fen Zhao instead, so it's probably... You're probably right, I shouldn't risk it anymore. It's too risky. You're pulling for both? Both who? Yan Li and Fen Zhao? If I had enough Stellar Jade, I would roll for both. I already put like a bunch of rolls towards her though. Oh, Lingsha and Fei. Ah, naruhodo. Yeah, I put some towards Yeon Li already. Yeah. I think it was it the 31st? So yeah, I have a bunch since I last got Ruin Mate. Next banner is Whomst? I think the next banner is a rerun, right? Oh, it's the fox guy. The fox guy. Right. Yeah, I don't care about the fox guy, honestly. Sparkle, though. Tempting. Never gonna pull the fox, dude. Sparkle very tempting, though. Look, I did get my rune made. For my Firefly team. Fox guy kinda mid. Did I finish leveling her? I can't even remember. I've not even been playing the game, really. Mostly. You know, it's enough. It's probably okay. Wah. You're excited for a Halo date though? Yeah. Let's play some Halo. Hi, Hishan. I hope you're doing good as well. Yeah, I should get some Firefly E6, right? That seems like a good decision to make in my life. Is to get Firefly to E6. Totally. E12.
From inside the pilot house came the general's battle cry.
That was interesting. E6S5 or fake fan? I mean, I could get E6 Acheron. You know, when her next banner comes up, it's a real possibility. You know, next time I see an Acheron banner up, it could happen. Get some E6 Acheron business. Acheron, yeah, exactly. She is the best. Acheron. So she is. May-san. Not the best one compared to... I'm not in the game, Zooey. You know, if you come up with a gacha game that has me in it, then maybe we can have that discussion. You're gonna E6 Aventurine? Your boy deserves it. Not Aventurine. No way. You weren't there a second ago, Mrs.
When it first opened, the Petrol Inn had another night.
Oh, I've never been back here before. This is cool. This is pretty cool. A nice little garden. Can pretend that I'm phased out? No. Do you think I exude phase out energy? The March 7th event? Yeah, I haven't done it yet. I haven't done anything yet. What do you mean I'm there slot 2? This is not me. Do you see fox ears and a tail? I don't think so. I'm more Firefly energy. You think I'm a mecha? Just how cute and clumsy. You don't know that I'm clumsy.
Did you hear?
Who told you that?
Guaranteed delicious.
Me? Oh, hi Susha. What the heck?
Wanna train with me?
What's up, Sushang? How can I help you? Just been hanging around. You have no evidence that I'm clumsy, Zooey. So therefore, I am in fact not clumsy. Is that treasure? No way.
Inspection complete.
They must have added that.
Suspicious.
Plenty of evidence in my ass. Zooey has receipts. Just need to gather 2 years worth of it. Why 2 years specifically? What is about 2 years? Bum, bum,
From
bum,
inside the
bum,
pilot
bum,
house came the
bum,
general's battle cry.
How long? Oh, has it been that many years? 1 plus. Has it been 2 years? I don't even think it's been that long. Damn, time goes by quick, huh? Bum 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 bum. Alright, let me go find the quest. Pom pom. Came by in the first streams I had with my model. I think that was last year. January last year is when I debuted my 1.0 model. Unless you mean my 3D model I had before that. In which case, that would be like longer, yeah. Good old 3D model. I'm pretty sure my Crisis Core streams. When I streamed Crisis Core, I was using 3D model. If anyone here remembers that at all. Good old Ashelia. Yes. I was starting the stream as Ashelia until it became a bit of an issue where I kept getting confused in the Google with the sports ball team Arsenal. Because I don't know, I guess people misspell Arsenal as Ashelia all the time. So I decided, to change that to Kitsune Ashelia. But what I should have called myself is Eepy Ashelia. I should like rebrand. When I get to 3.0, just rebrand to Eepy Ashelia. That should be my name. Is that Pela? What are you doing here?
Satelladin. So everything in the Tale series is true. Is this what Artem saw?
She's such a nerd. Everything in this series is true.
How did the author know about this? We Belabagians haven't set foot beyond the walls for over 700 years, let alone venture into the sky. Sorry, excuse me. Thank you for inviting me to board the express. I'll take a look around on my own.
Okay.
You really don't have to. I'd like to hang out on my own. Bye.
Nerd. Bottom text should be my name? What bottom text? What do you mean? What are you talking about, Zoe? Which bottom text? Wait, is this not my room? Is it the other door? Because I'm a bottom. So I should call myself bottom text. What? Unbelievable. You know, I can be a top 2, you know. We don't have a room. Yeah, we don't have a room. I've been saying it for a long time. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be our room right here. But the doors is sealed shut. So, you know, I guess we just sleep on the couch. That's a well? Do you think that's well? Then where the heck do we sleep? Back this way? Belong on the couch. I don't belong on the couch. What do you mean? What are you trying to say, Zooey? That I deserve a palace? Whoa, really? In the trash can? I mean, I don't deserve trash can. What do you mean? Just talking to you? Oh, okay. That's fine. I didn't want a palace anyway. It's okay. I'll just take the couch then. Unfreaking believable. Can just stay with you in the palace? Really? No way. That'd be pretty poggers. As long as it's not haunted. I don't want a haunted palace. I can't be dealing with that. You'll be the royal guard? Are you a good fighter, Rexy? You'll be a Templar Knight. Now you're just changing what you are. Are you a Templar Knight or are you a royal guard? Oh. You can't be a Templar if you're a demon? Can I be a demon? You're a good fighter. That's good, Rexy. Yokai Soya? Nice. Oh, it tells you where you get these. I didn't even realize I'm missing so many. Right though, let me go listen to the calm message. What song do I play on the train? Sadness. That's what I play. You have a new message. Phew.
What's that, Pom Pom?
Himiko, mommy.
Just got a message from the Xian Shou La Fu. Looks like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express. How's your trailblazing expedition going?
Oh, you know,
Soon,
we saw you in a dream once.
Luofu will be holding the Luminary War Dance. Those who have aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished
Sino.
allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony. Your
Wow.
presence would be greatly appreciated.
Well, things aren't getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another special event.
Jingwon. Yeah, he's great. Trailblazing, all about fun. I'm still recovering from the trauma caused by the last festivity.
Yeah, me too. But
We're all
wait,
traumatized.
won't it look unprofessional if we attend 2 ceremonies in a row?
I missed
Aren't we
it.
supposed to be focused on restoring astral charts and doing some serious scientific exploration?
So we should leave March behind to take care of the Express?
Don, just because you got left behind
That's
last
not what I
time.
meant. I'm all for some fun. I
You
just
wanted
hope
that.
There won't be any surprise party crashers like Friday or Saturday.
The
Friday
Xianzhou
or
Law Firm
Saturday.
has recently overcome a crisis by holding the war dance there, demonstrating to everyone that they've returned to a state of peace.
You gotta look out for
safety.
Friday.
But that's what everyone said before we went to Penacony. You'll be totally safe under the family's protection.
No need to worry. The War Dance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knights, who fought against the abominations of abundance and protected the Xianzhou ships.
Oh, just that?
Aside from
No big
star-skip
deal.
performances, it's mostly martial contests. Nothing too different from the Taikian Roboball contest we've seen before.
Wait, what?
What do you think,
Taikian?
Yoko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to Amphorius for refueling.
There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique. and
Don
the
Hung
Express
sounds
needs to be
weird.
fully stocked and
I think it's
prepared
because we haven't
before
heard him in a
moving on to the
while.
next stop. With Madame Herda's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society. It could earn us
Do you
some
have
favors before we
to
set
say your
out.
full title?
However, it may take a few weeks.
Aw, so that means we're not going to the Lafu.
Being an adult means maintaining relationships, whether we like it or
What?
not, Marge. Since we've been invited,
Is that how it
we wait for the
works?
Astral Express
God,
to
I've
return
been
Sunday.
fucking that up like
So,
royally.
here's the plan. Pom Pom will take everyone to the Xianzhou Lafu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron May and fulfill our promise. Meanwhile, you, March, and Don Hung will represent the Express and attend the war dance.
What do you two think?
I would love to play with a fossil.
Himeko and Mr. Yang will be busy with serious research. Besides, fossils can't compete with martial contests when it comes to fun, right? Plus, you're the only one with so many friends on the Lafu. I'll be lost if you don't come along. You've gotta lead the way.
Now that everyone's on board with the plan, it's time to warp to the Xianzhou Lafu.
I wonder, does it take more energy to jump backwards than forwards? Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Oh, I don't want to talk to Welt. I don't think I can deal with talking to Welt right now.
Himeko really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossils and the war dance, the latter definitely sounds more fun. By the way, Don Hung, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Lafu, right?
Don't forget your horns.
And just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Luofu by yourselves? I don't think so. Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis just ended, and both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy. And that's why Jing Yuan wants to organize the war dance, to show that the Xianzhou Luofu is stable and safe.
in before
And,
it's not
since he has extended
stable
an invitation,
or safe.
it's only right that I visit my old friend.
Oh, we're
Coming
here.
back to this place brings back so many memories. You know?
What memories?
Well, it's nothing too poetic. I was just thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived at the Cienjo ship.
You know, I don't remember a lot of
This time,
twists
we're not
and
being
or
forced
turns.
or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have to sneak in through the cargo dock. This trip has been incredibly smooth. Quite
I mean, after
unusual, I
Penacony,
must say.
there's no such thing as like a unexpected twist. It's nothing will ever beat Penacony in that regard. Don't jinx us, March.
I'm just hoping for the best. You're the one jinxing us.
No, you are the one jinxing us. Oh, you saw we had docked. Are we on the Laofu? Yeah, we're at the Haven place. Yan King is here. Nah, he's Yan Prince. The general sent you to welcome you all. Okay. Well, it's pretty heckin' crowded.
Haven always this crowded?
Hmm.
There's so many people here. I can barely hear anything.
Yanqing said General Jing Yuan sent him to welcome us.
It do be
Hey, you
heckin'
guys,
crowded.
Hold on a moment.
Oh, a
Did
Pepeshi?
they just call us? Look at their outfits. They're from Penacony, right? Are you familiar with the Cienjo Lafu?
I mean,
We know a little bit
reasonably.
about it. What do you need?
We're from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it.
No,
We
we've
came
never
to
heard
this
of it.
ship to gather interesting materials for making dream bubbles.
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
That's great.
Yan Trash.
Do you know any must-see attractions on the Lofu?
Why don't you ask the locals? I mean, technically we have a local here.
Exactly. We're Cienjo experts. Most of the tourists around at the moment are here to attend the war dance. And that's why we're here too.
Yeah, we know about that ceremony. But isn't the fighting ring still closed?
Could be.
I've heard the ring was actually
Wow,
converted
look
from
at
a
that. That
huge
ship looks
decommissioned
cool.
Lofu fighter jet.
It's a pretty big skiff.
No doubt about it. It's a massive fighter jet. It's got to be larger than a civilian star skiff.
But for now, all we can do is wait until the war dance starts in a few weeks before we can board it. We've still got work to do, so we can't just sit around waiting for it to start. That's why we're asking you about some must-see attractions.
We're looking for unique experiences that you won't find on Penacony. Our clients love these kinds of dream bubbles the most.
You're the expert here.
What do you mean I'm the expert? Dan's the expert. What the heck? Try Orm Valley. I worked pretty hard to like fix that place up.
Good idea. The everyday vibe of the Aurum Alley is a rare find on the planet of festivities.
Everyday vibe. Yeah, our clients have had their fair share of adrenaline-pumping dreamscapes. Maybe something down to earth would touch their hearts.
Thanks for the suggestion. We'll head to the Aurum Alley to gather materials. Maybe we'll run into each other there in a couple of days.
Why a couple of days specifically?
Yan Qing's here.
Really? Let's go catch up with him.
What the fuck? Why is this side crane depressed? What the hell? You just about to fly away? Where are you flying to? No idea. Don't even think I don't even know where I want to fly toward. So why not just fly to the other shore? I plan to fly down from here and end my— What the fuck? Don't try to deter me. Don't attempt to intimidate me under any circumstances. What? Huh? Why is this a thing? It seems like you're in a corner here, huh? You have far too little RAM to understand such complex matters. Okay. You've tried to self-destruct on many occasions, but every time you plunge into a certain depth in the port, something called the Heron Express safety system will take over your movements. What have I got myself into here, guys? If humans had no autonomy over your own bodies, wouldn't you feel hopeless? I don't know. I would resist. That shows you're incredible. In the future, you will become... Oh, you're probably a great person right now. I understand myself. I'm a little tiny, minuscule bird bogged down with sorrow. One wishes... flight, yet... What the... I can't even read that word. A bird such as myself shouldn't confront life head on. After speaking to you, I feel as I've been enlightened. Never mind. I no longer wish to end my existence. This life is good. Cool. I don't know what I did. What are you gonna do now? Go back to your courier job. Okay. Allow me to give you a recommendation. Go to Zi Chao, who works at the Heron Express. You can mention my name. Darn it, I don't have a name. Tell her you're the one who convinced me to return. What a strange bird.
There you are. Everyone, this way.
Sorry, Auntie. I got slightly distracted by a depressed bird.
Hey, everyone. It's been a while.
Stairs.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last saw you. But Yen Qing, are you?
What's up, Miss March?
They say kids grow up really fast. Yen Qing, are you a little bit taller than before?
We've only been away for a few months.
A few months? Oh, I can pinch his cheek? Oh my god.
Huh? What are you doing?
Nothing?
Sorry, but after our previous adventures, I've become suspicious of whoever greets us first.
Do you have to be suspicious around me too?
We're traumatized,
the
okay?
Last time we came to the Cienzo,
Also, what's with the voice
first
acting?
person who greeted us was...
I get it. Better safe than sorry.
Seriously, I've never seen the Luofu so lively before.
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bustling Starskiff Haven, I understand why General Jing Yuan chose this timing.
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who have come from afar. With the war dance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskiff Haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to keep the security tight. The General said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Luofu recover from the crisis.
Unless
It's a way to
everything
showcase
goes
our martial
wrong.
Spirit, reassure people, boost morale, and attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace. By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing, have both sent messengers to offer their blessings.
And that's a lot of big words.
Yeah, the The Xianzhou Yaoqing is a major force in hunting down abominations, and is always engaged in conflicts across the cosmos. Although it's a member of the Xianzhou Alliance, I don't know much about it. But Madame Yukong from the Skyfaring Commission mentioned that the Yaoqing always sends back reports of great victories.
Oh, that's
which is
nice.
quite impressive. I heard General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is a young and dauntless lady. My peers say that she's like a goddess of war, capable of crushing dozens of abominations with a single punch.
I mean, she can crush me if she like.
If only I could witness her prowess with my own eyes.
By the way, Yanqing, where are we headed next?
I'm sorry for talking your ear off. The General wants to catch up with you at the Palace of Astrum. He's been eager to hear
We go
about
to
how
the
Express
palace.
has been doing.
It's funny how he tries to act all mature, but whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his childish side.
He's pretty cute.
I agree.
All units,
Frantic
assemble
roar.
quickly. Get ready to protect the crowd.
You just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me, I need to go check out the situation.
Pizza, Rexy. Of course. Oh, it seems March did jinx things.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
We'll go with you.
What's with the dog?
Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him.
Ba-ba-bum. They can enter Moon Raid state. Whoa. When they get to a certain amount of stacks, they enter the state. At this time, a counter appears on the action order. What does it mean?
Morrison? Why are there Morrison here? This ends now.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Let's improvise. The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
We got an upgrade since last time we were in the Laofu.
Everything burns to ashes! Set the seas ablaze!
I will claim victory for myself.
Fight to live!
Not good.
Don't pretend you did anything, Yanqing. Oh shit.
Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat. Could you give me back my...
She just stole his sword. What are you worried about? One pineapple, one barbecue on the way? Pineapple?
My sword! I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now. I need to find out what's going on.
I need to find out what's going on. You got robbed in plain daylight? Yeah.
While we appreciate your rescue, my Xianzhou friends, don't you think it's
IPC?
a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
What are they doing here?
But we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack. Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo go.
Get rid of these guys.
But this shipment isn't even meant for the Laofu. And it's IPC's patented technology. Who do you think you are to conduct an inspection?
You can't bring stuff.
According to the protocol,
like
all cargo arriving on the Laofu must go through inspection.
Yeah, you can't go through a border control and not expect your stuff to get checked.
We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisons.
Looks like this argument could go on forever. Let's not get involved in a heated dispute that won't lead to a resolution.
Bloody IPC think they can walk around anywhere they want with impunity, you know? Fucking IPC scum.
Who's in charge here? I need some answers.
It's my fault. We let our guard down for a moment.
Which one of you is
I
talking?
take full responsibility.
With the war dance approaching, safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how did Borison prisoners end up in Starskiff Haven? According to the protocol, Borison prisoners should be held on a starskiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground. Who allowed a prisoner transport ship to dock at the passenger terminal?
Yeah.
Please don't blame this captain. This incident involves the Ju Ming's diplomatic vessel.
Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Lu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yenqing. The situation unfolded rapidly, and it shouldn't be held against the captain.
Why not? Someone's
Here's
gotta
what
be responsible.
An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borison just before arriving, and the Ju Ming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue. They fought off the Borison pirates and imprisoned them on their ship.
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borison near the Luofu, and the Ju Ming envoys saved them? Sounds complicated.
It's not that
Honestly,
complicated.
it gives me a headache too. The Ju Ming diplomatic ship, adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals over to the Luofu. You know,
Why the
with all
passenger
outsiders
terminal?
flooding onto the Luofu, the
Why is that the
Starskiff Marines
protocol?
are under immense pressure. The Borison desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport Starskiff could get there. And that's what you just witnessed.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
Why does this guy sound so familiar?
It's an unusual situation indeed.
Is he like a
I'll
YouTuber?
report it to the security department of the Realm Keeping Commission and ask for their cooperation in handling the aftermath. Maybe I should gather more details from others so that the Seed of Divine Foresight can have a better understanding of the situation.
I mean, they didn't foresee that situation, did they?
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yenqing.
Please don't tease me, Miss March. The situation on the Xianzhou before the war dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble, capable of generating far-reaching ripples with even the slightest disturbance.
We don't need an analogy.
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with?
Kobolds? How do I know that term? Kobolds?
Those werewolf monsters are known as Borison. They are abominations of abundance, and we've been fighting them for a very long time. The Borison have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster, and the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago. Their presence has faded over the years, but who would have thought?
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Shenzhou Luofu. Such a brazen attack seems quite unusual to me.
Especially while everyone's
Yeah,
gathered here.
That's what I find strange too. It seems like the IPC and the Borison have some serious grudges.
Understandable.
Well, enough with the chit-chat.
The IPC
General
probably
wants me
have
to take
something
you
in
to
their
Palace
cargo
Astrum.
that's gonna cause so much
I'd love
trouble.
to chit-chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't be left unchecked.
Is it a serious matter? Maybe you'll need our help in hunting down the Borison?
Thank you, but it's no big deal. By the way, that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword. I'm thinking of filing a lost property report at the Realm Keeping Commission to see if I can get it back.
That's not lost property, that's stolen
She did
property.
it on purpose.
She very much did it on purpose. I'll grab some popcorn. What?
Don't remind me. I just zoned out for a moment, that's all.
There's popcorn
All
available?
right, let's not keep the general waiting.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be too hard to find her.
No, the general's gonna laugh at him for losing his sword. That guy's pretty sus, right?
There sure are a lot of troublemakers around.
He's very sus.
Success and failure.
Bum.
It's been a long journey, Elder Hwaya. Thank you for your presence.
That sounds a very small dude.
General, I brought our guests from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express.
I had a dream about you.
Oh. Well, it's an honor to be in your dreams, my friend. Allow me to introduce you to General Hwaya. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Zhuming, known as the Flaming Heart.
No need to be so formal.
No need to be
I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
You're very small.
Elder Hwaya is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty.
Oh, they keep dragging him out of retirement.
Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
It's an honor to meet you, General Hwaya.
It's my honor to meet you, General Hwaya.
Hi, General.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the Luofu, the same as all of you. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the...
Oh, there's Yun Li in the court. I see her.
Indeed. There's Dan Heng, March 7th, and her. Without their help,
Her,
I'm
okay.
afraid the Luofu might not
I don't get a
easily
name.
overcome this crisis.
Not even Trailblade. It's just her.
Lune's
Okay.
reincarnation has returned to the Luofu and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
You're more than welcome, General Hwaya.
And this young friend is?
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope
Pizza
will season
time.
him with experience.
Nice.
He will stand for the Luofu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
Great, great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yun Li.
It's you! Oh, it's you. Hello.
Oh, you two already know each other? Guess we don't need any introductions then.
What a coincidence! I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Oh? Now you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me, how did you two become acquainted?
She stole his
She
sword.
helped me capture the escaped Borison prisoners at the Starskiff Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword with you.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
Yes, it is. Now that we've met again, I hope...
Nope, that won't do.
Wow.
Won't do?
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Juming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield. As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borison prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string, and it missed its target. By the
Wow,
way,
she's just
if I
roasting
hadn't caught
him.
it and helped it hit its mark, that Borison prisoner would have gotten away.
Hold on a sec, Yunli. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much for Lafu's swordmasters.
What did you just say?
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone.
The disrespect.
With all due respect, you don't honor your sword. So you don't deserve it.
Hasn't anyone
Wow.
told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel right now.
Yang Qing.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful. Because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borison.
I wonder if we'll see Jing Liu during this quest.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yan Qing.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't take sides.
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship. Most notably, the legendary Flame Wheel Octet. Seeing Miss Yunli, who is among those ranks today, well, I must say, she definitely has that fiery edge.
And yet, she's a physical user.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yunli is still just a young girl, a bit awkward and hot-tempered. So please forgive her if she's being rude.
Well, everyone,
She's right there,
Elder
like.
Huang and I have some business to discuss. For now, Yang Qing, why don't you entertain our guests and take Miss Yunli to the inn? I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping the Law Fu during the crisis.
That's so kind of you. I mean, you've already thanked us so many times.
Please forgive me for coming at an inconvenient time.
You needn't apologize, General Huayan.
All right, Yunli. Take this opportunity to clear things up with Yanqing.
Yeah. It's better to make friends than enemies. But I won't be heading to the inn just yet. I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Lafu and could use some help settling in.
Yang Qing, once you've helped our guests get settled, go to the Artisanship Commission for me. I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Qingzu sent word that the IPC members are protesting and wish to have their cargo back.
Nah, don't give
See
him
if you
back.
can calm them down. Don't get aggressive. Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Law Fu has no intention of violating their rights.
I'm on it.
We should go to war with the IPC. That seems reasonable.
This trip is totally worth it. Compared to the Juming, the Luofu is so much livelier. But it's a shame the Luofu swordmasters don't seem that great.
Hi, Miss Yuli.
Glad to meet you too. Are you here to participate in the war dance?
I mean, am I allowed to do that? I don't have a sword. I have like a baseball bat, you know?
Of course. To honor martial arts, the Cloud Knight's ring is always open to outsiders. If you can defeat the ringmaster selected by the Xianzhou, you'll not only win rewards and prizes, but also be making a name for yourself.
Is that what the event is? You coming with?
I have some things to do. Besides, little Yen Qing doesn't seem too happy about me tagging along.
Well, you did take his sword. His sword means a lot to a young boy, you know?
Yeah, you're right. I took it with my skills. So I guess you can say I'm a robber or something. How dare he imply I'm a thief? Totally different. Besides, the sword seems scared of its own master. I'd like to ask him, you claim to cherish your sword as your life, yet you don't even recognize the state it's in right now? I didn't intend to keep his sword. I was planning to take this chance to return it to him. But now, I've changed my mind. I'll give that poor flying sword some proper maintenance. I won't consider returning the sword unless he learns how to say please, hello, thank you, and sorry. So he can forget about it for now.
Kids, am I right? Bum bum ba da ba bum ba da 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 da. Bum bum ba da 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 da.
This is the report Qingzu just sent me. Let me take a look. Looks like the general has given me a tough challenge. He wants me to try and help put the IPC's mind at ease.
Is this a test?
Well, it's not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts, but also occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes. It's just, you know, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This is especially true when you're up against the IPC, with their non-stop corporate babble.
I hate the IPC.
Well, let's not worry about that for now. Shall I take you to the inn?
Let's go.
It is the Luofu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond mere spectating. Might there be any specific instructions from the marshal?
You're overthinking it, Jinyuan. As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's horizons. I have no ulterior motives.
Sus.
However, I have no clue what the Yao Qing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou. The title of Arbiter General holds a weight far greater than its literal meaning. So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day, they'll eventually catch up to you. The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Luofu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yao Qing, She has come specifically for you.
Pinjao? We get to see them
Speaking of which,
do a duel.
why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
That's not true, General Huayan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
Oh, it's the dude.
As
From
soon
the-
as she disembarked from the star
from
skiff,
the other
she
team.
mentioned having something to
Oh,
attend
it's the
to
other guy.
and simply disappeared.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yao Qing, I assume.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead.
Oh, he's gonna get his voice actor replaced.
Tell me,
I've heard
what
that
could be
happened
more
with
important to her than coming here?
the red-haired dude as well, and possibly Huahua as well. I don't know. I'm getting mixed reports about Huahua, but the red-haired dude, Argenti, that's his name. I heard his voice actor got replaced.
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Jingyuan? This person is being sarcastic.
I didn't hear that.
Please
Was he
do
being
not
sarcastic?
misunderstand me, General Huayan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate to keep you waiting, so she sent us here. Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
Most there was some backlash while one Argenti out of
To
nowhere.
return my
I
sword.
see. I'll go get it for you.
No need to bother. The Juming envoys won't be leaving the Luofu anytime soon. I'll ask for it later when we meet again.
She wants you to duel for it.
By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the general seemed a little reserved. Could it be because of Elder Huayan's visit?
Reserved? Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Juming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the Xianzhou Yao Qing must be the Merlin's Claw herself, I presume.
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing so unusual.
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation from Jingyuan, just like the crew, right?
The war dance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. I'm
So
afraid
there's
they're here for
3
something more.
Arbiter Generals in one place.
Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Luofu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion? Why would they blame the victim?
Donshu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence remains, creating an endless source of potential complications.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a traitorous intent from within the Luofu, implicating Jingyuan himself? Once the spark of suspicion is kindled, it proves hard to extinguish.
Ah, we can vouch for him.
The General must have had that in mind when he invited us to attend the war dance.
What was I thinking? Seriously, here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable trip. But it seems wherever we go, drama is just around the corner.
Of course,
Aw,
March.
I was so excited. I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony. By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Juming diplomatic ship has arrived, and rumors say that she's to be the new Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
An alchemist from the Juming serving as the Cauldron Master on the Luofu? Well, it's not unheard of. The timing
Thank you for the
itself.
follow, Zach.
Thanks to your
Welcome
words,
in.
Mr. Dan Hung. Now I finally see the underlying tensions. The General is under tremendous pressure right now, but I was completely oblivious to his troubles. How naive of me.
Come on, don't think like that. Leave the adult matters to the adults. Even if you wanted to do something for the General, it's not like you can do anything. Did I say something wrong? Again?
Just shh, March for now.
Miss
Just
March
shh.
is right. I don't have the skills to share the General's
okay.
burdens at the moment. Still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodations, I need to go to the Artisanship Commission to handle the IPC's protest.
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just let him go alone. Why don't we accompany you to the Artisanship Commission?
You know, you probably heard the first half of your
This
sentence, March.
is too much trouble. While I appreciate your kindness, dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky. I'm afraid this will cause trouble for the Express.
No worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC. You've heard of the 10 Stone Hearts? We've dealt with quite a few of them, right?
We have. Don't drag me into this.
Hey, who's bragging? Anyway, this time it'll just be a few ordinary IPC workers. Surely you don't think they'll be even trickier than Aventurine, do you?
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness.
Man,
Let's
March,
head to
why
the
did you
Artisanship
have to
Commission and
say
meet them.
anything? I don't want to deal with the IPC. We just like ring up like Topaz or something.
Can I really reason with you, Cienjo people?
Oh,
I think I
God.
get it now. In your words, this is called looting a burning house, right?
Here we go.
I am trying to reason with you here.
That toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't
Oh,
I heard
it's
it
this
before in
dude.
Alley?
Isn't this the one that we made bark?
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable ways. But straight up snatching IPC cargo, isn't that going a bit too far?
Thank you for follow, Fly High.
Just as I've said it many times already. Once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way. Is there something wrong with your ears, or is it just your brain?
Wow.
I'm
Roasting the
hearing you
dude.
loud and clear. I'm thinking clear, and my answer is crystal clear. Not a chance. Keep detaining my cargo, and I'll file a complaint directly with your general.
Needs a fucking car in this dude. I just heard it is the dude.
You jerk! Who are you calling a dog? Wait, why are you here?
You wanna bark
Staying on
for
the
me
Cienjo,
again,
are
Scott?
you? What terrible luck! Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
I heard you're in trouble.
They're in trouble? No, it's me! I'm the one in trouble!
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. I was sent here to deal with the IPC protest, Miss Shikue. What's going on here? As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to bring it back to the dock for repairs and inspections. And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
What was he even doing here?
So, you're Scott. I've heard her mention you. Weren't you kicked off the Lafu before? Why did you come back?
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and snatched all our cargo from the hold.
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you 1,000,000 times. It's a security check.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's patented technology.
My god.
Listen
Who voice
here.
acted this dude?
Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo hold. That's why they called me here, to double check. Secondly, where the heck did you get the idea that I'm a shady craftsman?
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Lafu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way. We won't unload our
Me and
cargo
all your
here.
homies and Scott. Oh god.
You'll have to stay
I can't
at
be
the port
dealing
for
with this dude.
several days
He's
before
too
your
much
ship is
for me.
repaired and you can take off again.
Can we just get rid of the
Just leave
IPC
unchecked
already?
items sitting here. I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check, right?
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but also some substance that resembles biological tissue.
Biological tissue? Does this crate contain living things?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination. But this IPC specialist has been hindering us on the grounds of patent secrecy.
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine. If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's
We already
medical
have
or
you to deal
biological.
with.
It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission's ridiculous regulations.
This Mr. Scott seems
Why
stubborn
can't I
and
just have a
difficult to persuade.
vacation?
Honestly, I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC.
Leave it to me. I'm an expert negotiator.
I heard how you helped Aramali. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right? Since you've dealt with him before, it looks like I'll have to rely on you again.
What are you guys whispering about over there? Just hurry up and give us back our cargo.
Sure. Oh, you'll get your cargo back. Oh my god. Can't believe I had to deal with this dude again. If either of our morale drops to 0, it ends. Oh my god, I'm not very good at arguing.
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent. Let's use that against him.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the Cienjo Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other's intellectual property rights.
Let's hold this one in our back pocket. we don't need to remind him of him barking like a dog right away. What's a good one to go with to start with, though? What's this button do? Smoke and mirrors. Let's try the first one.
The Alliance can sign a non-disclosure agreement with you. That way, you won't have to worry about any infringements, right?
Okay.
We can sign a mutually acceptable non-disclosure agreement in accordance with the IPC's rules.
Well, that makes sense, but how can we trust you to honor the terms?
The terms.
Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong, you won't be able to pay for it even with your lives.
Just resort to good old violence.
Don't underestimate Cienjo technology. Even if they need to dismantle your cargo, the Artisanship Commission can easily put it back together.
It doesn't seem like it was a good move.
Yeah, go ahead and brag about their skills. After all, you're just a negotiator they hired. But I'm different. I'm an IPC member, and my fleet has accepted this transportation order. Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
Showing my extensive connections.
I'm pretty tight with Dr. Ratio from the Intelligentsia Guild. Almost like family. Doesn't that make me practically a member of the Intelligentsia Guild too?
That's not what that... What?
What's all this nonsense? Even if you were married to him, you still couldn't represent the Intelligentsia Guild.
That moment in RPGs where the text is wildly different than what it actually
We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Cienjo operate, right? As an IPC worker, I have to abide by its regulations. If I make it...
Your logic is too confusing for anyone to follow. Maybe you should learn the art of communication from a monkey before you continue spouting nonsense?
So I'm back at... No way. Bribe him. None of these are good. Oh god.
I understand that you're trying to stick to the IPC regulations, and
There we
that's
go.
commendable, Mr. Scott. But what you fail to see is that this argument is tarnishing the IPC's reputation on the Cienjo. If this conflict with the Skyfaring Commission escalates, it won't just make things difficult for your business, but it'll also have an impact on your career down the line.
Of course, I never wanted conflict with the Cienjo. Like I said, all I wanted was to retrieve the cargo and be done with it, but they just refused to let us go. Well,
Nailed
you guys
it.
sure know how to argue your case. Fine, I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that, I need some time to sort things out. This is a big deal. Let me talk to headquarters first.
So, Mr. Scott,
You haven't even talked to
are you just stalling
headquarters?
for time and planning to leave the Cienjo as soon as your ship is repaired to avoid the Skyfaring Commission's inspection?
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go, as long as they don't break any laws.
Yeah, you've got some insight there. Who are you again?
Whomst?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the law.
Bullshit, that's Lingsha. That's Sparkle right there, wearing a different outfit. She's wearing a different mask,
She's the new
guys. That's
Cauldron Master
Sparkle.
assigned here from the Cienjo Zhuming.
That's 100%
I
Sparkle
received
right
a
there.
report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself. It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
Tall Sparkle. It's Sparkle.
Why are you
Look at
being
her.
so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a minute!
Objection.
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more reasonable attitude, we could have sidestepped that altercation just now. Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo. According to the import and export regulations signed between the Xianzhou and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
You didn't check shit. What the fuck?
Only 47 years?
Why so
Ranya's tall
surprised?
silver wolf.
You're
True.
still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live
Well,
a
yeah.
few more days.
Hello.
Have some confidence.
How is the
in yourself.
raid? Did you beat the fight? Did you win? Welcome, Blobs. Hoi hoi. How are you guys doing? Did you win? I hope you won. You didn't, but you did good. Nice, so nice. I enjoyed seeing you guys bouncing around like pinballs. It was good. I'm doing well. It is a bit warm, but you know, I'm also just trying to negotiate because I'm like a really good negotiator. So it do be that way. Poke Samaj for me there as well, since I imagine you're still there with Samaj. Give him a poke. Yeah. Gotta put him in his place. He's gone to bed already? That was quick. You speed run to bed or something? God, he is getting old. Wow. Unfreaking believable.
Ha! Typical
It
of
is
a
what it
long-life
is.
species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time,
Sarcasm.
I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
But, Mr. Scott...
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head.
Yeah, he's
for what
pretty
it's
good
apparently
groveling.
good for, right?
Thanks, bro.
Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman. Bro, just do the inspection.
This lady is really something else.
Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Well, that's rather sus. I'm gonna go lie down, no problem. I'll talk to you later, Freya. Terror grip. Attacking the caster of Terror grip can dispel it.
Oh, how unexpected. That was a surprise. Let's improvise.
Kumbaya.
Eternal.
In the mood for another beating? Joining the battle.
Haha.
Until everything burns to ashes! Set to the sea, go play!
Nice, like a good my friends.
Don't let this dude get a chance.
Fire, fight, to live!
Take your positions. The mood is set. Just let the show begin.
Some value, I suppose.
Step up, let's see ya.
Still the same old.
Oh, he's moon raging.
Stay in step.
There's more to life. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
In the mood for another beating?
Nailed it.
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
But
Fucking
seriously,
Scott.
I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Amber Lord.
Enough. Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guest to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside. Just like the craftsman feared. I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
Ingenium? What's ingenium?
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Yeah, some illegal
Whatever the
weapons
reason
they
is,
brought here.
It's probably why the Borisin attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Luofu. As for you,
Why do I
Mr.
feel like
Craftsman,
it's
please go
not
with the
the
Cloud
safest
Knights and
place
explain the
on
situation
the
to the
Luofu?
judge. I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky. Thanks for your help, Miss Linksha.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy.
This dude didn't do
I
anything.
thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yenching to be so...
Dang, is she showing her belly in this outfit? No way. He's miniature.
Huh? As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Lafu from that crisis. It's so impressive.
It wasn't a big deal. Really.
It's still early. So why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
And you three are coming too, right?
I don't think I get a choice in the matter. You two good guarding this thing? Not gonna have any trouble?
Nothing to see here. These machines are to be shut down. Keep your distance until then.
You you know, do your thing. I don't trust those two to defend if that thing wakes back up. Oh, look, it's Sushang. God, you're just everywhere, huh?
Hey! You're back! Why didn't you say anything in the group chat?
Oh,
I'm
right.
on duty.
We got
We'll catch up
distracted.
later.
Pull a funny face.
Hey, I'm warning you. I'm carrying out my secret duty.
Yeah.
It'd be annoying if you keep cracking jokes like that. Stop hanging around here and find something better
She's
to
such
do.
a dork,
Once
honestly.
I'm done in a few days, call up Lil Gwei and Wawa, and let's grab a meal at Aurum Alley. It's been ages since we hung out. Goodbye.
I'm here to pay my respects to the new
The news is spreading pretty
Ba,
fast.
ba, 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 ba.
All these years, and the view at the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit. The tides come and go, but the ancient sea remains the same. For us Vidyadhara, there's nothing more nostalgic than our homeland.
You're a Lofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes, I grew up here, listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers at the Alchemy Commission. It's kinda sad, isn't it? Everything changes, but somehow remains familiar. Just like you, Don Hung, I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing the familiar scenery brings back a hint of nostalgia.
Just a hint.
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive.
Even if it's impressive,
I like the way
it's a
she said
plague
that.
mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the ambrosial arbor has been reborn, it's only natural for everyone to feel uneasy.
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, it'll eventually sprout and bear fruit. In my humble opinion, the rebirth of the ambrosial arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when the ancestors of the Xianzhou sought immortality.
I thought we were just getting some tea. Well, there's no tea.
My bad. Well, since you went through the entire ambrosial arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Heng and Lieutenant Yan Qing, I'd like to discuss something with you.
What would you like to discuss, Miss Lingsha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission. Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking to remedy this problem, but was wondering if you could provide any insights.
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here. I can't really say much about a remedy, but I do have a piece of advice, Miss Lingsha. The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot distance yourself from these ties, Miss Lingsha, changing the situation within the Alchemy Commission may be quite challenging.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined to root them out, maybe you should discuss it with the General.
I think the General's very
I
busy.
see. Thank you for your valuable insights. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the Ambrosial Arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong their existence. Just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the Arbor to the Vidyadhara. However, the Vidyadhara are still only mortal beings. 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance.
You know, I never realized
Unfortunately,
that's literally a cauldron.
even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. In the end, she was framed and exiled to the Juming. I was also implicated and had to leave the Lafu. And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence? None other than General Jing Yuan himself.
What?
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the Divine Foresight himself. Alas, why is your face turning pale?
This is drama.
Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal grudges is a luxury we can't afford.
Lingsha, you're back! I've been waiting ages for you.
Oh, what's with the question mark? We know exactly who it is.
Yunli! Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission? Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Yanqing.
Oh, they met.
What a small world.
It is actually a small world, the Laofu.
You stole my sword! Give it back!
Oh my god.
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then.
Why do I keep bumping into you? Are you stalking me or something?
Well, there's only like 4 places you can go here.
Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle to stay calm when your sword is unsheathed. Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword. It was you who lost focus.
And then you took the sword.
You really expect me to believe that nonsense? I've been taking it easy on you because you're a guest from the Juming. But you're not taking the hint. Don't people from the Juming know you're supposed to return what you've borrowed?
Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again in a few hours. You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes? Well, sure, I can give it back to you now, but on the battlefield, that's a whole different story.
Why don't you just duel already?
Fine! You don't have to give it back because I'll take it back myself!
Oh, to be young and at the whim of impulse.
Between these two, who do you think is tougher? Don't get me wrong, I'm just curious.
Probably Yunli.
Get ready to separate them.
It's fine, Don. Just let them work it
The
out.
Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagined celebrating it.
Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here.
I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, you'd be disappointed if you didn't get to test one another, right? I've received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abominations. Seems like my predecessors left quite a mess. So, if you two want to determine who's better, why not focus on them instead of each other?
Clearing out some abominations? Sounds boring. It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations. You don't have to ask me twice, Miss Lingsha. I'll help you get rid of them. Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave? If Lingsha needs anything, I'll gladly draw my sword
Oh
and
my
help her out.
god. They are children,
It's
the
so
two of them.
heartwarming to see both of you being so sweet and caring. So then, shall we get going?
Hi, Shizu.
Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were eradicated, their experimental abominations have been festering here. If you want a contest, I'll be the referee. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins.
Lingsha, as always.
Adorable
You're still an
avatar.
expert
Thank
in
you,
making unpaid
Shizu.
work sounds so noble and grand.
It's for your own good, little Yunli. While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both ready?
Oh, I have to play as Yanqing. No way.
Ugh. Looks like my Let me say it again. The one who... Be careful when you draw your swords, and make sure you don't hurt each other.
Can we start now, Lingsha?
Hi, Chaos.
Time for swordplay!
She'll use attacks to defeat the enemy first. Okay, okay.
Blade and fight! Stay in step. Dreams do come true. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
In the mood for another beating? Nice, like a good brew. My friends, indulge yourselves!
I mean, Yanqing's very lucky he has the rest of us here.
Hold on to his sword to actually have some skill. Until everything burns to ashes! Set the seas ablaze!
How many can you block? Strike apart!
Down to earth!
Well, that was just cheating. Like, she had, like, such a better opportunity than we did.
Take your position.
We carry Yanqing, exactly. He's only a baby. He needs help.
Blade and fight! I will claim victory for myself. Fight to live!
Rhythm get messed up. The mood is set. Just let the show begin.
Step up, let's see ya.
I mean, honestly, Yunli's lucky we don't have, Akron with me right now.
It's nothing.
Strike apart!
Through clouds!
You've got style with those moves, but you're not striking where it counts.
I wish if I knew I was gonna be like doing this, I definitely would have brought Jing Liu for some better ice damage, you know? You got some strawberry ice cream? I would like some ice cream.
Swords descend.
Dude is like too weak.
In the mood for another beating? Nice, like a good my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Like until everything burns to ashes! Set to the sea, go blaze!
Refreshing in this heat. Yeah, it's been really hot lately.
Dreams do come true.
Firefly Type 4 in fight to live!
In the mood for another beating?
This raid's gonna be a tie.
Set to the sea, go blaze!
Strike apart. Rhythm get messed up.
Practice is over.
Swords descend. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Step up, let's see it.
Bladed foot! Into earth! Arigato!
Oh, thank you, Shizu.
I win, Miss Yun Li. You got lucky.
He did get lucky.
Why don't you just give me back my sword,
I'm carried.
sincerely apologize, and then go cry your eyes out to your grandpa?
Wow. Sore
Consider
loser.
yourself lucky
Or
that
sore
I'm
winner,
not
even.
interested in your rusty sword, as I don't have the nasty habit of snatching other people's weapons.
All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get carried away with yourself. If you think you can just take this sword from my hand, go ahead and try.
When did they get up on the roof? Oh my god. The flying sword technique. Why, hello.
Well fought, my young friends.
Damn.
However, both of you have shortcomings.
She just
One
like
of you
caught their
focuses on
swords with her
dodging and
finger.
weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a single strike.
Who are you?
Mommy.
Me? I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission. A passerby, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I'd see my fill of impressive fights during the war dance. Yet here I am, able to witness a remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission, of all places. Well, the Lawfu is never short of surprises. However,
Yeah, I definitely
have
got a
a
roll for
small
her.
suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the war dances ring? That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper duel and put your grudges behind you.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yun Li and I, we were just sparring.
Children.
Sparring? You summoned your flying swords, and she swung her sword with full strength. No grudges between you. I don't believe it.
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Fei Xiao? Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady?
The Dragon Lady? Milo?
Fei Xiao? Grandpa always talks about you. Could it be that you're...
The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Luofu, too.
Of course. Everyone has heard of the great general. Known to all.
The vanquishing
and
general.
unknown to none.
Great general. Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic?
I mean, we hadn't heard about you until like today, so you know.
Ooh, I heard there's a dozing general on the Luofu, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals.
Don't wink at me.
Much better, right?
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive. Now that the sparring session is over, Yanqing and Yunli, shouldn't you politely thank General Fei Xiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet?
Here's your sword. Keep it safe. Or it might get taken away again. By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight.
This is how she apologizes? Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Fei Xiao.
Not. Okay.
Oh, by
I
the
love
way,
her outfit
Sunshine,
so much.
If you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General
We never got
Jingyuan.
that tea, by the way.
I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
Thanks for stepping in, General Fei Xiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough.
Really?
Now, if you'll excuse me,
You nearly broke a
I need to find
nail.
spot and get some fresh air.
Should catch up on story. Yeah. Did you play through Penacony? I love Penacony so much.
Back already? You've met with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours. So, what do you think?
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Luofu is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
You fell asleep on the jade part? Which
I know
part's
you're
the
going to
jade
say
part?
but, right?
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move, and the Luofu could be in a world of chaos.
Oh, the end of Penacony.
The
like
Cloud Knights on the streets
epilogue.
remain vigilant.
Yeah.
So at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage.
Oh, was he a new
cordial
healer
chats
unit?
with two generals?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Just stop whining. At least you're in one piece, right?
Dang, look at all these fox ears.
Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what
Big
people
flu.
are saying, and how those close to him behave.
She doesn't seem to
The
have a
might
tail,
of an
but she
army
has like
dwells
extra
not
big
within its
ears to
palms,
make up for
but
it.
within the force of its collective momentum. Recognizing this fact reveals the true measure of power. Thanks for enlightening me, General.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You've made me lose where I was now. Anyway, this is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jingyuan as your enemy?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Luofu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
Maybe tasty food is the solution.
So not even the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
Well, life and death, Jiao Chou. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou spearhead, hunting down the abominations of abundance.
That's some
till the
cool
end
art.
of my days. As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long I live. You asked if I view General Jingyuan as my enemy. No. My real enemy has always been myself.
Enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
Jeez. You really know how to read the room, don't you?
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long time.
I wonder what friend. Jing Liu, perhaps. She brings out the tail only when she gets serious.
General who just dropped in out of nowhere? Oh, she's so awesome. I mean, when Yun Li swung that massive sword, she just casually blocked her attack with ease.
Mine too.
Yeah. But to go up against Yun Li is quite impressive, you know? That aura of heroism and grace. It almost makes me want to learn Xianzhou swordplay. You think so too, right?
I mean, yeah. I would like to have a sword. Can I have a sword?
Can't you put a little more enthusiasm into it?
I'm
Thanks for the
sorry.
kind words,
I
Miss
thought it was
March.
pretty
The
enthusiastic.
war dance is coming up, and I've been chosen to represent the Cloud Knights in the ceremony. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled sword masters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's skills today has made me feel a bit uneasy again.
If you wanted like a sword master from Star Rail, who would you guys pick? I think I would go to Jing Liu and ask her to teach me swordplay. Personally. Out of all the ones we've met.
Don't underestimate yourself. After all, generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance.
Jing Liu for
Just
sure.
remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside. With that mindset, you can prevail against most challenges.
Oh yeah, these two fought each other, right? I forgot about that.
Thanks for the advice, Master Danheng. By the way, now that today's events are over, General Jingyuan wants to invite all of you to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He has something important to discuss.
Something
I
important.
bet it's about how to deal with the generals from the Yao Qing and the Ju Ming.
really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope Generals Fei Xiao and Huaiyan can see the truth. We don't need any more chaos on the Luofu before the war dance.
You know, I haven't used Jingliu in a while. Maybe I'll bring Jingliu out. Do I have a team for her already? Do I have a better character that I can pair with her? Unclear. You lost your 50-50 on her? She's so great. You got Firefly and stopped playing? I mean, I haven't been playing much either, to be fair.
Starskiff service? Look no further.
I don't believe in ghosts.
Your E3 Himiko kinda cracked? Do I have any Eidolons on Himiko? I have E1 on Himiko. But I'm pretty sure, even though I've never leveled him, I got E3 Wild. You prefer Genshin over Star Rail? I need to get back into Genshin now that we're getting Nathalan coming very soon. I do enjoy Genshin's story and stuff.
What is your purpose for entering the seat of divine foresight?
I'm best buds with the dude. I also need to get back to playing Honkai Impact again. You still remember when I was pulling for someone and got mad because I got another welt? Yeah. There's a clip somewhere of like Fyodor joking like, oh, I bet you'll get welt again, and I fucking did. Welt is my curse in this.
Earlier at the Palace of Astral, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder Huayan. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you. These three braved great dangers, accompanying me to perilous places, defeating the chief culprit Phantilia, and uncovering the conspiracies of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus.
Hey, Shinobi.
If you wish to know more, please, feel free to ask us.
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Hu Xuan.
Hu Xuan? Is that how you say her name?
For questioning. There are a lot of doubts within the Alliance about this whole situation. But despite all that, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshal still stood firm against the dissenting voices and entrusted the Luofu to you. Over the years, you've served
Jingwan
the
seems pretty
Alliance with
capable.
loyalty and wisdom. You've taken down abominations in Thalassa, rescued the Xianzhou Yuchui from a siege, and destroyed the demonic planet summoned by the denizens of abundance. I still remember those battles vividly. There are fools who doubt your loyalty. They're happy to see the divine foresight fail because it gives them some kind of sick satisfaction. They haven't achieved anything of their own, so they feed off the failures of others.
Typical.
But I've seen enough failures in my time, and I want to believe that your loyalty has never wavered.
So, General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis on behalf of the Alliance?
No. I am too.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
The Marshal ordered me to come to the Xianzhou Laofu, but the document only says, attend the war dance and listen to Fei Shao's questioning.
Who is the Marshal? Do we know who the Marshal is?
The Marshal is well aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the
Are they like
ceremony and
the
understands
supreme
the
leader of
situation.
all of the
She mentioned
floats?
it because she believes both issues are important.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Huayan. But is it appropriate to tell everyone here about the Marshal's orders?
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei Shao's? And whether there's any discord between us? Well, since I'm being open and honest with you, I encourage you young folk to do the same. As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. General Fei Shao will be the one asking the questions. To be honest, I'm more concerned about the timely start of the war dance. Oh, by the way, I've prepared a gift for the war dance.
A gift? Is it for me? Oh, hi Yonli. Oh, she doesn't want to talk.
Yes, it's this case right here.
Whoa, a case? It gleams with muted luster. Crafted from a material neither wood nor metal. Its surface is masterfully woven with metallic threads.
There will be numerous contests and celebrations during the war dance, and the main event will be the Ringmaster's Challenge. The host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos, showcasing the excellent martial arts of the Xianzhou Laofu. When you mentioned that the Astral Express would be attending the ceremony, I thought the High Elder of the Laofu would be the ringmaster.
You humor me, Elder Huayan. The healer lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts. How can I assign her?
Bailu?
I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General Huayan?
This sword case is intended for the War Dance's award. It's empty now, but in a few days, a precious sword will be delivered and stored inside. I don't mean to boast about our skills, but this sword represents the pinnacle.
So it's just a
of
box
Wing's
right now.
craftsmanship. It has a legendary history, full of heroic tales from foreign lands. Tales that are too detailed to be summarized in just a few words. Since the delegation delivering the sword hasn't arrived yet, I'll just leave the case here for now.
Kinda
I've
sus.
been wondering who would be worthy of such a sword.
Is it gonna be March?
And then
Is this
hit
gonna
me.
be where March gets her
I can
sword?
award it to the champion of the Ringmaster's Challenge. The ceremony's champion is sure to be a perfect match for the sword. Moreover, I hear that Yen Xing is an excellent swordmaster, and that he will be representing the Laofu as the ringmaster. So it seems like a perfect gift for him.
Thank you for your generosity, Elder Huayan.
If you want to give me a sword, just say the word, Grandpa. No need to beat around the bush.
You've got confidence, my girl, but I don't think you can best Yen Xing.
Wow.
I know you're all about swords, Miss Yunli. It's just a shame that it's the sword that ultimately chooses its rightful master.
Oh my god, Yanjing.
And
Relax.
even if someone gets their hands on such a precious sword, it'll probably end up in someone else's.
The outcome of our duel at the Alchemy Commission is still up in the air. Since you're interested, why don't you represent the Xianzhou Juming and challenge me in the ring?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Nobody knows who's gonna come out on top. It could be me, could be someone else. It'll probably be me. But whatever happens, it won't be him.
What kind of roundabout sentence was that? It's like Fei Xiao was right.
Not to be rude or anything. We've been watching their drama. I'm dying to find out who beats who.
Yeah, let's grab some popcorn, March.
Quiet down. We have other guests here. I've prepared this sword to add some excitement to the ceremony, not to have you two squabble. It's not a good look for the Alliance. While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser in the ring, which could lead to hard feelings.
Yeah, that's usually how it works.
We don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you. But if you're eyeing that prize, you'll need to work together. I want you to take on an apprentice who will take part in the war dance and win at least one match.
How does that make sense?
In my humble opinion, while
Looks
a
at
Cloud
March.
Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on your skills and spread the way of swordplay. I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the Express in the war dance by displaying their Cloud Knight flair and prowess.
Well, Elder Huayan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome. The question is, whom should the two of them take as an apprentice?
Me.
Huh? Who? Wait, me?
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the outcome of your sword fight. So I thought, why not teach her the art of swordplay?
I mean, I would have been, I would have liked some swordplay too.
General? Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden? I've never practiced swordplay before. I'm a total newbie. You really think I can learn it? Well, you'll probably realize I have no hope and give up on me. And that'd be so embarrassing.
Just accept your fate, March. It's okay.
Isn't this a perfect chance for you? I remember you mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword moves.
Yeah, I did say that. But this is all happening so quickly, don't you think?
Miss March is like a piece of jade in the rough, just waiting to be shaped. The war dance is the perfect opportunity to see what heights she can reach.
I appreciate your kind words, General Huayan. But won't teaching me swordplay be a waste of Yanqing and Yunli's time? They should be preparing for the ceremony. Plus, I heard that each swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me? If everyone knows each other's tactics, won't that make it hard to catch people off guard during the war dance?
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special moves. No need to freak out. A few
Only a
tuning swordplay
decade.
tricks will mean you'll be more than equipped.
Really?
Looks like March's curiosity has been piqued.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move? How boring would that be? Plus, what really decides a swordsman's fate isn't some special move. It's the solid fundamentals.
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you say, Yanqing?
Well, you can't
General,
look bad for the laugh.
I haven't graduated yet. How can I be qualified to teach swordplay to others?
Good night, Shizu.
So you're admitting your defeat, huh? If you're not even confident to teach, why don't you let me be the ringmaster instead?
Yanqing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights. You've been an apprentice for years. It's about time you looked at swordplay from another perspective.
I see, General. Then count me in.
Now that Yang Cheng has agreed too, it all comes down to Miss March giving her nod.
Not.
It's up to you to make the final decision, March.
It will not be a walk in the park. That's for sure.
Yeah. While I'm smart, learning swordplay sounds like a whole lot of work.
It'll be great learning swordplay. That way, I won't have to worry
I like
about
how
you
much voice
accidentally shooting me
acting
in
the
butt all the
Trailblazer
time.
has.
Hey, I've never missed my target. Then I'm on board. Thank you for your kindness, General Huayan.
Great! Starting tomorrow, Yenqing and Yun Li will teach you the basics of the Cloud Knight's swordplay. Yun Li and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a little initiation gift.
You're too kind. Oh, wait, you're giving me a gift? Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Yeah, I like it too, Rexy. It's really nice.
General Huayan's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked about?
Everything seems fine. Except that suspicious box over there.
I think we strayed off topic. How did things even get to this point?
Yeah, I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yun Li and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors?
Because General Huayan wants us to stick around on the Lo Fu for some time. But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Lo Fu's operations log were given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as the report claims, or if we're just some made-up excuse to save face. And he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yun Li into this. What began as a simple contest between two sword masters has now evolved into you two collaborating to mentor March.
March of all
Huayan
people.
is still that tricky general who likes to give everyone a headache. My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act as my witnesses. Now I apologize for not disclosing this information earlier.
What
In
if
the
we
coming
just like
weeks,
didn't
I'll
come?
also invite all of
Or
you
like
to a
we're too
meeting
busy
with
for a
General Fei
celebration.
Xiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have. So please, be prepared for the meeting.
Is this gonna be like that time that I randomly got interrogated by Dr. Ratio? I did not enjoy that.
Don't worry, General. No matter what happens, I'm prepared to stay here as the Express's witness and answer any questions.
Thank you, everyone.
Don's his bro. For real, for real.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but... As the Lawfu Ringmaster,
Hi, Raven.
I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
I know.
I'd love to see a duel between Fen Zhao and Jingwan.
The illustrious Merlin's Claw waiting for me? And for so long, too? It's quite an honor.
Well,
It's been a while, General
two mommy
Fei Xiao.
foxes.
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other. Right, Yukong?
Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights, and I was a pilot of the Law Fu's Rainbow Orbit Fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying? Really does feel like a lifetime ago.
Only 30 years. A lot changed.
Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day. So I'm well aware of your
How
great
rude,
feats.
Raven.
How's your health holding up?
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved me in battle?
That healer with the odd name and
For
peculiar
shame.
temperament. What was his name again? Was it Pichu? Or Kachio?
Lily Pichu?
Jiao Cho. He's been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. Over the years, he's dedicated himself to managing my condition. It's thanks to him that I'm still in good health today. Given
What is
my
her
background,
condition?
I'm happy to have made it this far.
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound.
You're saving
Well
for
then,
her too,
since you and
Raven?
Elder
Nice.
Hua Yen are here, I imagine you must have received orders from the Marshal? As your friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the General of the Lawfu?
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. They fear the resurgence of abominations, much like what happened 30 years ago. Although the reports from the Lawfu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded, or how exactly the Stellaron Hunters and the Astral Express became involved. This puzzle has many missing pieces. As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an Outworlder and a coffin, claiming to offer the Marshal a method to fight against the Eons. The Lawfu Preceptor has also
Where is
leveled
Jing Liu?
accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lunae to re-enter the Lawfu, thereby unlocking the lunarescent depths within Scale Gorge Waterscape, which in turn disrupted the Vidyadhara's dutiful watch over the Ambrosial Arbor. It is for these reasons that I have come here to the Lawfu.
That's not what
today.
happened.
Well, duty calls. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person, but since we once fought together, I didn't want to keep you in the dark. Perhaps pretending you didn't hear any of this would be for the best.
I understand. I'm sorry.
She
I
ought
was
to hear
out
the
of line.
tea.
I know I shouldn't be defending General Jing Yuan right now, but... well, you know how I am. The Lawfu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, much of which can be attributed to General Jing Yuan's masterful strategizing. Unfortunately, for long-life species, enduring through the ages always culminates in a failure that undoes all previous achievements. A moment that our adversaries relish.
That's true. And that's why I'm also here for another purpose. To visit Hule.
Hule? You mean that Hule? The Borisin warhead? The same
Well, if
Hule
that's
who's
not
been
like
imprisoned in the
a
Shackling
fight,
prison
I don't know
for
what
over
is.
7 centuries?
This is like the dude
The
from
nemesis of the Foxians who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos.
what's that? Kung Fu Panda.
I can't quite remember the exact
The dude that was in
wording,
the
but
prison.
Yes, the very same Hule.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfaring Commission visit him once every century. Why do you have to visit him now, of all times?
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations, aiming to achieve justice and free their kin. That werewolf monster is to be forever imprisoned in the dark recesses of the Shackling prison, facing unending retribution. Given the situation on the Lawfu, those on the Yaoqing are concerned about Hule's imprisonment. I'm afraid that the routine visit every century is no longer sufficient to ease their concerns. That's why I was sent here, to reassure them.
It's all bad news.
Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining. Oh, by the way,
Silver
I found
lining
some
mention.
clues about the thing you asked for.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship. Unfortunately, there were no survivors and no cargo. However,
Zoom.
someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
Our people? Or someone from the IPC?
No, neither. Yukong, have you heard of a person named...
Oh my god, not ruin me. She getting into trouble. This night, your restlessness from meeting the general and bustling crowd from the wardens keeps you from falling asleep. No sleep? I want sleep. Day 2.
I'm still feeling sleepy. Did I oversleep? Where did March and Don Hung go?
Think you get away with your crime by pretending to be a waiter?
What? What's going on here?
There you are.
Show her some respect.
It's an honor to learn from you, Master Yanqing. Oh, in all those immersions and novels I watched, when apprentices want to pay their respects to their masters, they usually bring fancy gifts, kneel, and bow. I'm really sorry, but I haven't prepared anything yet. Hey, why are you blushing, Master Yanqing?
This is, the first time someone has called me master. I need to, get used to it.
He's such a bottom,
Let me make
honestly.
it clear. Swordplay training is about improving your body, mind, and strength. It's not a casual game you can master overnight. I promised General Huayan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent. I'll do my best.
Just
but if
one?
you break your master's rules,
March is a good girl, don't worry.
Fine. A promise is a promise. Since I promised to study hard, I'll do my best starting today.
great. That's the spirit.
March is in your hands now, Yanqing. Don't be too easy on her.
Don Hung, do you even have a heart? Did you lose it somewhere? By the way, where's Yun Li?
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum for our first lesson together.
Oh.
Seriously? It's the first day, and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Luofu so laid back?
Oh my god.
So disappointing.
Master Yun Li, you're already here. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Oh, wait. Were you trying to teach her in secret? That's sneaky.
I'm just showing you what Luofu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning. As the host,
Did he make that
I'll
up on
be
the
teaching
spot?
Miss March the essence of Luofu swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious in the war dance ring. You won't be complaining about Luofu swordplay then.
Stand aside, rookie. Let me show you how we Ju-Ming sword masters treat their apprentices.
March doesn't stand a chance with these two as
Quickly.
masters.
Over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship gift from me to you. I hope you put it to good use.
What's this? Xianzhou clothing? It's so beautiful.
Sword practice.
Man, I wish I
requires
could get a
precise
new
movements.
outfit.
This outfit is tailored to fit perfectly and allows for smooth movements. I even added some small accessories. I put a lot of thought into it.
You're awesome, Master Yunli!
See? See? How can you compete with me? I'll teach March 7th the essence of Juming swordplay so she can win the contest with my sword skills.
Actually, I've prepared something too.
Oh god.
Huh? You have a gift for me too, Master Yanqing?
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out of my way to prepare a pair of swords overnight.
2 of them.
Unfortunately, I didn't have time to ask the craftsman to customize the swords for you. But I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner. I hope you like them, Miss March.
Thank you, Master Yanqing!
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yunli?
The real competition is just getting started.
I'm so lucky to have 2 great masters. But
March,
why
you're
does it
so
feel
innocent.
Like things are getting a bit weird.
Moments later. She changed in moments.
So what do you think, Masters? Does this outfit suit me?
Perfect. I chose it carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me.
All right, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I've brought in. For your first lesson, try exchanging a couple of moves with him.
Wait. We're having actual combat training for the first lesson? Isn't that a bit too intense?
Well, I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are. Come on, step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements so we can decide where to start and what you need to learn.
If you're ready, let's begin.
Okay.
Wow. I was fucking gonna make the same noise, but I resisted the urge. And March did it for me. Oh my god. Share the same brain cell with March. What am I doing with my life?
Hi, baby. Hi, Nala. Oh, baby.
Hang on, I'm getting kisses from Nala. Convenient, and we're both pink. I do need to get some pink hair dye.
Peach blossoms and divine sword descend.
You know, was it the best idea to give someone who's never held a sword before 2 swords? Surely it's harder to learn. Also, yeah, this is the garden that I found earlier.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. But please go easy on me.
Then I apologize in advance, Miss March.
Wow. Ba, 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 ba. Hang on, I want to slow down the combat. Okay, I did. Try your skill first.
Please have some tea, masters.
Close attention, Miss March.
It's not exactly
Lafu swordplay is all about
swordplay.
being swift and agile in your movements.
Shifu's attacks can accumulate charge from March 7th and make her realize her powerful ability.
Strike with heart. Swords descend!
Ignore him. Strength is everything.
It's all about strength. Okay, okay.
Right on time. Like this?
Well done!
Nailed it.
Blade in flight!
Yes, you!
Strike with heart!
Yeah, just ignore him.
Time for some sword play.
I get it now. You'll make for good practice.
Why is it so slow? I want to savor her animation.
Right on time. Clouds severing mountains. Yes, you. To Earth. It descends
She's pretty
with
cool.
light.
I do wish I could have the Unli.
Blade in flight! Practice is over. Swords descend!
You'll make good practice. Awesome! I could take 10 of you. All right, check out this move. Time to show you what I can really do.
You're saving for Sunday? No Feijao?
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, eating less cards. Watch this!
Beautiful.
What are you mumbling about? Strike while the iron is
Isn't this sword technique? Shouldn't I be saying something cool?
Shattering slash! So, how many of my moves can you block? Strike with heart!
Yes, you!
Lead through clouds! I didn't expect the first lesson to be so intense.
Miss March has quick hands and a flexible body. She's a perfect fit for practicing Lawfu swordplay.
However, she lacks strength, and her strikes were a bit unfocused. But don't worry, that's totally normal for beginners. Once she starts practicing Juming swordplay, she'll make heaps of progress.
All
Given
about
the
this
situation,
strength.
I believe Miss March should start by working on her strength.
Seriously, do you actually know anything about swordplay, or what?
I'm pretty sure
I
footwork
can ask
is
you
more
the same
important.
thing. Dual swords require agility. So what's more important than footwork?
Instead of focusing on her strengths, we should address her weaknesses. The drawback of wielding two swords is not generating enough force. What good is being quick on your feet if you don't have strength? It's not like we're dancing here.
I mean, she's kind of
Skilled sword
dancing.
masters know how to play to their strengths and work on their weaknesses. Start with what you're good at, then tackle your weaknesses. That's the right way to learn.
Poor March.
You're quite the theorist, huh?
Theorist? You claim to be able to talk to swords. So what does that make you? A lunatic?
Hey, it's only my first lesson, and you're already arguing. Come on, calm down, masters. I'll have to improve both my footwork and strength anyway, so it doesn't matter which one comes first.
But it does matter.
Just listen to me, March 7th!
Oh god.
Aww.
This is why I would have trained with Jingleo instead. Enemies to lover trope Goober. Go view. Ah yes, level 40 March. Very poggers. I have nothing for her. Just click recommended for now. Bum-ba-da-bum. Bum-ba-bum-bum. Time marches on. And the days turn to more.
Mr. Yang and Pom Pom. We're all good here on the Xianzhou Lafu, so no need to worry. By the way,
is she
how's
eating?
your trip going? As for me, I've somehow become the apprentice to 2 Cloud Knight sword masters, and I've been honing my sword skills with their guidance. One of them is Yanqing, the boy we've all met before. The other is Yun Li, the granddaughter of General Hua Yan from the Xianzhou Juming. Both masters are super strict, giving me a real taste of how hard sword training can be.
Where am I?
I tried to drag her into this, but she refused. Then I tried to rope Dan Heng in, but Master Yanqing wouldn't have it.
Dan Heng would be a little OP for
I didn't
this.
let the difficulty get to me. In just a few weeks, my sword skills have improved a lot. Both my masters think I have unique talents in swordplay, and are literally fighting each other to teach me their skills. Thanks to their guidance, I've actually made some progress. When I get back to the Express, I'll definitely show off my skills and impress you all. Looking forward to your reply. Yours, March 7th.
That's so cute. She's writing to him at Cohenwell. Days and nights fly by. Under the strict supervision of her 2 masters, she trains tirelessly. Almost developing tennis elbow? What? On that day after the sword training.
Well done. Let's call it a day.
What is tennis elbow?
Miss March's sword skills are really coming along. She'll hold her own just fine in the war dance.
Can I defeat my masters?
Perhaps I might have a shot at beating both masters in the ring?
Oh, get real. You've only been practicing for a short while. How could that possibly happen?
With your talent, Miss March, if you dedicate a few more decades to training, you might eventually be able to defeat Yun Li.
Yanqing, you haven't been alive for a few decades.
But I'll be an old lady by then. No.
Can you believe it? March 7th has actually become a pretty decent swordmaster in such a short time. Now I understand why Grandpa always had a grin on his face while training me.
Are you sure he wasn't laughing at you?
Oh, shut up!
It's all thanks to your amazing guidance, masters.
Miss March, you're really getting the hang of wielding dual swords. If you're keen on advancing, trying out different Xianzhou blades could improve your touch.
Oh, let me see. Which sword is the most powerful? Single sword? Great sword? Or maybe a flying sword?
There's no such thing as the most powerful sword. It's all about the skill of the swordmaster. Yenqing wields several flying swords, while I only wield one. But remember how I kicked his butt at the Alchemy Commission?
I don't think that's how it went down.
First, you didn't kick my butt. Second, you'll never kick my butt. Third, how about we settle this right now and see who kicks whose butt?
Yeah, I'm up for that. And if I kick your butt, you'll drop out of the war dance.
March's faints.
Why are you two arguing again? I thought things had been improving between you lately.
There was talk that the leading disciples of the Luofu and Zhuming generals were supposed to face off in the war dance, but for some reason, they suddenly teamed up to train an apprentice of their own. Turns out, the rumors are true. Tomorrow is the big day of the war dance. Shouldn't you two be focusing on honing your skills instead of teaching swordplay here?
You're... Oh, that's right. You're the pink-haired fox from the Yaoqing.
That's... yeah, you haven't figured out his name. Pink-haired fox.
What are you laughing at? You've got pink hair too.
Ah, but she's not a fox,
I'm
though.
Zhao Chou, the healer working for the general of the Senzhou Yaoqing.
Ah, got it. So, you're the participant attending the war dance on behalf of the Yaoqing. And you were trying to sneak a peek at our training?
Sorry for the misunderstanding. I don't know anything about martial arts. I'm just here on the general's orders to take care of some official business. I didn't mean to interrupt your training.
Yes, you did.
I'll be on my way.
If you
What
knew
else
nothing
would
about
you be
martial
doing?
Arts, why were you smirking earlier?
Well, my curiosity got the better of me, I suppose. When I heard Miss March's pondering about what to learn, I couldn't help but wander over. From my professional experience, cleavers, slicers, chopping knives, and carving knives are all just tools. Kind of like frying, sautéing, boiling, and deep frying.
What the hell is
in
sautéing?
cooking. They're just ways for people to show off their skills. How you use them really depends on the ingredients you're working with. It's like your sword teaching methods. If you align your ingredient, in other words, your apprentice's natural tendencies, with the right cooking method, by which I mean the teaching method that best suits her, she'll make double the progress in half the time. For example, golden eggplant tastes best when fried, cloud peppers when stir-fried, and yellow bold
Isn't that a
beef
matter of
when
taste?
simmered. It's all about discovering the nature of the ingredients. I mean, apprentice.
I'm hungry. Yeah.
All this talk about food is making me hungry.
Understandable, March.
Are you a healer? Why are you talking about food?
He can know how to cook. He can do two
it's
things.
Just a metaphor. The medicinal school I follow on the Senzhou Yaoqing is called the Ranja School, that specializes in food therapy. So it's only natural that I know a thing or two about cooking.
So, you're the general's cook?
I'm a healer. But anyway, a cook who isn't interested in health doesn't make for a good advisor. Fine. Call me a cook if you want.
Let him cook.
Seeing the way you're looking at me, it's obvious you think I'm just some feeble academic who likes to blabber on about martial arts. But, in reality, I know a thing or two about killing. After all, the art of healing inherently encompasses both life and death.
I don't... He's a bit offended.
Seriously? Trying to save face in front of kids? Ugh.
Do you recognize this bottle of medicine in my hand?
It looks like a bottle.
No.
This is called tumble dust, an extract from an exotic flower named Yabra.
Is it poison?
Why did he say it that
Well,
way?
it depends on how it's used. With just one drop, it's able to numb a patient's body during surgery, making them painless.
I cannot take
throughout the
that
entire
seriously at all.
process.
What the hell?
However, increase the dose or the potency, and it'll slow the metabolism, making the blood
Yeah,
thin
bruh.
and resulting in the loss of all senses. Even long-life species cannot escape its effects. This thing can save lives or take them. It's more powerful than the swords in your hands.
Mm-hmm.
That may be so, but still, I prefer settling things with a sword than, you know.
Huh. Looks like I did get you all wrong. You're not a feeble scholar, but a sinister and despicable one.
Hey, why the insults all of a sudden? I'm just sharing some medical knowledge here, not persuading you to poison anyone.
Seems like
Why are you
you're
carrying
real
the
excited
poison
when
around
talking
with
about
you?
Poison. I can't tell if that's an honorable thing or sinister.
Picture this. 2 individuals. The one standing is full of malice. The other lying down is honorable and righteous. How can the one who's lying down label the one standing as sinister? In the throes of combat, where life and death hinge on a singular moment, every
Also
idea
to sinister
fades into
music.
nothingness. The only thing that matters is staying alive. Surviving the battlefield reshapes all notions of worth, be it integrity or treachery. In my eyes, their significance is negligible.
Perhaps you've underestimated Yunli and me, Mr. Jiaoqiu. We may be young, but we've seen our fair share of war.
Well, then you should know that the war dance is nothing more than a contest. So why are you so focused on it?
When I was appointed as the ringmaster for the war dance, I asked the general, we Cloud Knights are supposed to charge into the fray and slay enemies. Why do we have to swing swords in a ring just to please an audience? And this is how the general replied. To unsheath your sword in a ring is no different than on the battlefield, as your sword reveals the might of all Cloud Knights. The war dance is the perfect chance to showcase martial virtue and forge alliances from all over the cosmos. When we unsheath the sword without drawing blood, we not only display our might, but also the martial virtue of the Cloud Knights.
That's quite an insightful statement, Yanqing. Well, my apologies for being so short-sighted. I've been on the Luofu for quite some time, but I haven't had the chance to see the ceremony venue for myself yet. Hearing you speak so highly of it has piqued my curiosity. Would you mind showing me around?
You want to see the Sky Splitter ship where the war dance will be held? Let's go! I bet Yunli and Miss March haven't seen it either, right? Well then, I'll give you all a tour. Let's go. I'll give you a tour of the Sky Splitter.
Stargazer in the Valley. It's that place we've been before, no?
Looks like a lot of other visitors have also come to catch a glimpse of the Sky Splitter.
What's up, Mr. Jiaoqiu?
No, it's nothing.
Do you see that airship in the distance? That's the Sky Splitter, the venue for the war dance ceremony.
It
That looks
doesn't
pretty
look all
cool.
that impressive from this distance.
What do you mean? It looks super cool.
The Sky Splitter is actually a decommissioned Lawfu military vessel. People aren't allowed on board until the war dance officially commences. Tomorrow, when the bell rings and the ceremonial cannons roar, I'll be there representing the Cloud Knights of the Xianzhou Lawfu. Standing in the ring, ready to take on challengers from all over the cosmos. Since I was a kid,
Yun Li seems
I've been
pretty
training in
enraptured
swordplay
right now.
and the art of war under the general. Every day, I'd swing my sword 10,000 times, and then thrust it 10,000 times, repeating the process over and over. I understand that I'm not like other kids. I never envied the toys and freedom they all had. I never found sword practice boring or hard. Even in the thick of battle, facing down savage abominations, I never felt scared. Each day, I could feel myself getting stronger and stronger, and I racked up countless victories. It's the best feeling in the world. But then, I faced a really tough opponent. And just one slash shattered my confidence into 1,000 pieces. That's when I felt true fear for the first time. Maybe that's what Mr. Zhao Cho meant by life and death hinge on a singular moment. Every idea fades into nothingness. After that, I had to pick up the pieces and
I wonder who it was he
put
fought.
myself back together. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't seem to find my old happy self again. I often ask myself, why do I wield my sword? If defeat is inevitable, why do I continue to fight? Is it to reclaim the joy of victory? To meet the general's expectations? Or to secure my honor among the Cloud Knights? While the general could teach me the art of swordplay, he couldn't teach me why I should keep on going. He said the reason must come from within myself. I've been struggling to find that reason. But after talking with you, Mr. Zhao Cho, I think I already have that reason in mind. As a member of the Cloud Knights and the General's apprentice, I've had a weight on my shoulders. And I know there's still more to shoulder. But when I wield my sword, it feels like I'm letting go of everything. I love the feeling of giving it my all, facing any obstacle in front of me, pressing forward. That's why I wield my sword.
Oh, Yanqing. So young, yet so grown up. By the way, how old are you exactly?
Yeah, how old is he?
Age doesn't really matter.
It
All
kinda
sword
does.
masters will understand how I feel.
I get it. Looks like all the kids on the Luofu live tough lives. So, how about you, Miss Yun Li?
It's not polite to ask a girl her age, no matter which Xianzhou ship you're on.
I'm not asking your age. I'm asking if you have a dream like Yanqing has.
You don't talk like a cook. You sound more like a TV host or something.
Need I repeat myself again? I'm a healer.
Well, I don't have a dream like Yanqing does. The only reason I'm participating in the Ringmaster's Challenge is because I made a promise to my grandfather that I'd win the precious sword he's contributed to the war dance.
Sounds like that mind of yours is just filled with swords.
I bet you've got nothing better on your mind. My father was a craftsman on the Xianzhou Juming. Because of his foolishness,
Many innocent people fell victim to the cursed swords he forged. Since I was a kid, it's been clear to me that not everyone deserves to have a weapon in their hands. Giving them a sword is no different than being cruel to the innocent. So, whenever I come across someone unworthy of a sword, I can't help but want to take it away from them.
So you did take it.
Given that Yanqing is the war dance ringmaster, I'm stepping up to challenge him. To ensure the precious sword doesn't fall into the hands of an unworthy master.
Hey, what do you mean by an unworthy master?
She's so mean to
I
him.
see. It's not easy for kids on the Juming either. Well, it's better to have a reason for wielding a sword than to be lost and confused. I've saved countless Cloud Knights in my life, and there are plenty of exceptional warriors, just like the two of you.
What happened, Mr. Zhao Cho?
Oh, nothing. I was just reminded of some old friends and old tales. Judging from my professional perspective as a healer, both of you possess remarkable vitality. Your energies flow like raging fires and mighty gales. The upcoming fight will definitely be impressive. Well, we've seen the Sky Splitter and toured the Stargazer Navalia. I guess it's time to say goodbye for now.
What? You're leaving already? But you haven't asked me about my dreams. I've been working hard too, you know.
It's getting late, Miss March. Unlike you lot, I'm a grown-up bound by responsibilities and duties. The tasks entrusted to me by the General won't complete themselves. By the way, Yanqing, is it normal to have so many people wandering around in an automated area like the Stargazer Navalia?
Doesn't seem like it.
This is a restricted area. But since you're all guests, I made an exception, so you could take a look around.
I understand. Well, I'll take my leave. I wish you both the best of luck in the ring tomorrow.
Seriously? I just spent so much time thinking about my dream, but he didn't even ask me.
Now that we're done with our tour of the Sky Splitter, shall we continue with our training?
Why don't we take a day off?
What? You want to secretly practice swordplay by yourself? Dream on.
You know cramming before a fight never works out. For some reason, seeing the Sky Splitter has boosted my confidence.
What material are you looking for, Rexy?
I've decided to conserve my strength for tomorrow.
I might have some.
All right. I'll take you out of the Stargazer Navalia.
Sing. Bum bum. I'm wondering, because it's getting very late. Am I able to take a break here? But it's like not a... It's not an actual area. It's not a zone. You were playing in your bunny boy? Oh, I see. Everyone's selling Heaven's Eye 3 in stacks of 20. Well, that's because of the relics, usually. You need a lot of the lower level materia. For the, one of the relic steps, the AAR, the Realm Reborn ones. The Zodiac weapons. Let me see if I can leave this area.
Oh, just shut up, Red Fang. This is not a beast ship. I need some time to take care of things.
You willingly donned the skin of a lowly beast to join this mission, dedicating yourself to our glorious cause. And
He's a
now you're
skinwalker?
telling me you can't handle it? Do you realize how many ships we need?
I'm doing my best, all right? It takes time to figure all this out. When the guns go off tomorrow, all eyes will be on it. That'll be our only chance.
Well, these guys seem kind of sus.
Who's there?
Who are you guys?
Just some foxes.
An impromptu inspection. Why are there outsiders loitering in Stargazer Navalia? And a bunch of kids at that.
Hey, kids. Didn't your parents ever tell you to stay away from the
Check other
Stargazer
servers,
Navalia?
Rexy.
I know it's an automated facility, but it doesn't mean you can just break in and
Don't
do what
forget, you can
want.
buy from other market boards on other servers. I'll take the little ones away right now.
Sorry. I'll take the little ones away right now.
Big sis, let's go. I want to play in Everhunt Plains.
Everhunt Plains? Yeah, sure. Big Sis will take you there.
Onesa.
Shuha! You should have let me. Shh, the overhaul is done, and everything looks good. We should leave.
Could you repeat what you just said, Yenqing?
What did I say?
Big sis, let's go. I want to play in Everhunt Plains.
Don't bully him.
Come on. Can't you read the room? Something is definitely off about
He's
the
blushing
people we
again.
just met.
Yeah, anyone could see that. I just wanted to hear you say it again. That pink-haired fox tried to say something. I'm pretty sure he sensed something fishy. Since he's not familiar with this place, he just dropped us a hint. But you didn't seem to be paying attention at all.
I knew that from the beginning.
He didn't recognize you?
That Cloud Knight didn't recognize Master Yenqing at all. That's really weird.
What? Is he famous on the Laofu or something? Not even the Cloud Knights on the Juming, who all know my glorious name, might recognize my face.
You have a point.
A Cloud Knight, a member from the Skyfaring Commission, and a craftsman. They're from various departments, and the reason for the overhaul seems legit. But one of them blurted out some weird language just now. Did you hear that?
They're werewolves.
I have a feeling that if we secretly tail them, we'll definitely catch these guys in the act.
Man, do I have to?
Follow my lead, and be careful not to blow our cover.
Never mind who they are. Let's just...
Oh, March has got her camera.
film them.
Oh, there we go.
We should have just killed those lowly beasts. Those little brats won't take up much space. There are boxes all over this place. Just dump them into one and no one will notice.
Wait, are we the beasts?
Cut the theatrics, Grulok. Even the slightest slip-up could interfere with Lord Moktok's plans.
Moktok?
So where are we heading next? To check the freight skiffs. We've got a lot of preparations to do. Also, don't forget to take those crates with you. Weapons, supplies. We've got to be well prepared. Otherwise, we're screwed.
So, are they smugglers? I have no clue, but they seem to be moving those crates. I've got an idea. We can hide in...
Oh, we're gonna hide in a crate.
Ugh, so cramped in here.
I can hardly...
Wait, are we all in the same crate?
Just hang in there.
You hear footsteps pacing back and forth behind the crate. Oh, they're moving us. After what feels like an amber era of holding breath and silence, you hear the sound of the crate touching down.
Here for now, all right? Then we'll move on to inspect the ships. Lord Moktok said that as soon as we're done, we're to board the freight skiff and leave this place.
Don't worry, I've changed the shipping schedule. You two, come with me.
Is it just me? I keep smelling that stench of lowly beasts everywhere we go.
Don't be so paranoid.
Looks like they're planning to escape on the skiffs in Stargazer Navalia. They keep talking about their plans, but where did they come from? And what do
Where'd
they
they
want to
go?
do on the Xianzhou?
They're definitely up to something bad. Wait, they disappeared. Let's catch up to them.
Oh.
Tread softly. Breathe quietly. And make sure to keep an eye on them. Hide out of sight as soon as there's any sign of activity.
Bum 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 bum. Bum bum da da dum bum 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 ba dum bum. Bum 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 ba dum.
Watch
Da
out!
da
They're on
da
high
da.
alert!
Da 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 da. Nailed it. Bum 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 ba da da da. Ba da da da.
Don't be so paranoid. We're running out of time. Get over here! Shuhart, I'm coming!
Shuhar. They're running.
They're leaving. We should catch up to them. Quickly!
Ah, he's doing a runner.
Watch out! They're on high alert!
What the? He cannot see me. It's impossible.
What are they up to? They're all wearing official uniforms, but I'm pretty sure they're not members of the Sky.
Did you go to Limsa,
the
Rexy?
Artisanship Commission, or the Cloud Knights. This is way too suspicious.
Never mind who they are. Let's just film them. That way, if they do anything bad, we'll have solid evidence against them.
Look at this. A freight star skiff with enough room to fit at least 20 of my men. I'll let the others know and have them prepare more star skiffs. Once we're past the checkpoint, there will be beast ships waiting for us. Lord Moktok is ready. The revival of our ancient bloodline all hinges on this operation.
Could they be any more sus?
What did he just say? Beast ships?
Who's there?
Nobody.
It's those brats! I told you to get rid of them, but you didn't listen, you idiot! Wipe them all out!
I knew they were werewolves.
Take 10 of you.
Adusa!
Uh-oh.
Die, you lowly beasts!
Jingliu, save me!
Not very sportsmanlike. Welcome, customers.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Tedious.
Ready to shine. Yeah.
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
Stand down. Blade of moonlight.
All
Wait, did I not just use ult?
In lunar flame.
Oh god. This isn't good.
1,000 wonders to raise your fight as one.
My lucky day. Time to show you what I can. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, what's dead?
Less
You'll
card.
pay for this. Lend me your strength. Nowhere to run.
How is this possible? How did these Voxians change their appearances like that?
I don't think they're Voxians.
They're not Foxians at all. They revealed their true form. They're Borisin, just like the bandits I defeated on the IPC ship.
Wait, that means...
We're under attack. We've been infiltrated again.
How did the Borisin manage to infiltrate the Cienjo?
It's not just a simple disguise of wearing our clothing and shaving their whiskers. They're somehow able to alter their appearance to be indistinguishable from Foxians. They even have official IDs for the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, and even the Cloud Knights? Let me check this fake Cloud Knight's tag. Maybe
it's not fake. Maybe they killed the person and took their identity.
Lujun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad? Wait!
What's the matter?
I encountered a patrol officer named Lujun before. It was a few weeks ago, when we were transporting the Borisin prisoners.
Ah yes, that's sus,
They can forge
dude.
official identities and move around the Cienjo without raising suspicion. Oh no, this is bad.
Even worse. If you find one cockroach on the Express, it usually means...
On the Express? Are there cockroaches on the Express?
There are more Borisin hiding on the Cienjo. I bet their plan is much bigger than just stealing information. We've got to report this to the Seat of Divine Foresight.
Meanwhile. Wow. Oh god, the 3 arbiters are up there to meet Fei Zhao. I think I will take a break though, if that's okay with you guys. I'll leave it till tomorrow, because it is getting late for me. Oh, I didn't mean to speak to you, Kong. It's a good stopping point, yeah, because I figure as soon as I talk to them, I'm gonna get dragged into like a 2-hour long thing. I just know it, you know? It's gonna be like that. I was kind of worried when I was trapped in that other zone a moment ago that, you know, it was gonna be like 2 hours there, but it's okay. We'll take a break before I talk to them and start a whole thing. Thank you, Rexy. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, hang on, the stupid pop-ups on my screen. Right though. Well, I think Zooey's streaming, so I'm gonna read Zooey. Precious sister, of course. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. I know it's a little shorter, on the shorter side, but I'm kind of like not fully used to streaming at the moment. So I need to ease back into it. Tomorrow, depending on how long the story takes, it will either just be Star Rail tomorrow, or I might do a bit of Final Fantasy as well. We'll see how it goes. It's nice having me back. Thank you, Rexy. I will try to get back on the horse properly. So I can stream some more. So yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful night and enjoy watching Zoe stream. Have a good night though. Bye. Bye. Bye.